Good evening. How are you doing? We're in Matthew chapter 2, verses 12 to, let's just read verses 12 right now. Now remember, we looked at the wise men who went to see Jesus. And a couple days ago, we looked at the treasure that Jesus is after, which is your heart. He just wants your heart. Why does he want your heart? Because he wants to give you his heart. He has opened wide his heart for you on Calvary. Friends, he loves you. He loves you. And if you would ask him whether you're saved or unsaved, I challenge you to ask this question. Jesus, make yourself real to me. Friends, he will. Will you ask him? Will you ask him, Jesus, make yourself real to me? If you're not saved, if you've never given your heart to Jesus, just say, he's a big boy, he can take it. Just say, Jesus, if you're real, make yourself real to me. Open my eyes. And he will, friends, because he loves you. He created you for himself. And the reason we're not satisfied and the reason we don't have the joy and the peace that he intends for us to have is that we're not finding all of our satisfaction in him. We're looking for the pleasures of this life, the cares of this life to satisfy us, friends. It'll never happen because you weren't created for this world. You were created for Jesus. Yes, you were created to live in this world. You know what I'm saying. This world, we're here on this earth, friends, to develop a relationship with Jesus. That's why you're here. Don't waste your life. Give him your heart. Give him your heart. Don't waste another day. I'm telling you, when I got saved, friends, I lived 21 years for the world. Loved pleasure, just lived for myself. And when I got saved, and I remember very specifically, I was trying to get this girl who was a Christian, and so I knew where she worked, and I went up to her and I said, hey, you want to go on a date? Back before, the apps and social media, you had to actually ask somebody on a date. And she said, sure, but I'm picking where we go. And I'm like, all right. So she took me to a Bible study. And I remember being in that Bible study, I didn't have a clue what they were talking about. They said names and things. I was so lost, I didn't have a clue. Well, a year later, I had gotten saved. And I remember, friends, when I came back to Pennsylvania, I got saved in Tennessee, I came back to Pennsylvania, and I ended up back at that Bible study. Everything made sense. All the names, everything they were saying, because my eyes were open. I had the Holy Spirit inside of me. That's why I'm saying, friends, ask Jesus to make himself real to you. He will. He will. I promise you, he will. He sees you. I don't care who you are. He sees you and he knows you. He knows you better than you know yourself. It's our pride that blinds our eyes from receiving him. That was Herod's problem. He was afraid there was going to be a king that would arise and take his place. He wanted to fight for his position. Fight so much that he would kill somebody that dare threaten his position as king. So, he was trying to trick the wise men. But see, when you walk with God, like the wise men did, it says in verse 12, and having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they left for their own country. Of course, later Herod hears about it and he goes on a killing rampage. But see, when you walk with God, friends, Jesus leads you. He speaks to you. And it's better to obey him than to obey man. See, Herod asked them, please come back and tell me where Jesus is so I can go worship too. No, he wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him. And you and I, friends, are going to have to decide who we're going to obey. Are you going to obey the Lord? Are you going to obey people? Are you going to obey the dictates of your own heart? Who are you going to obey? If you obey the Lord, friends, he will pour out blessings untold upon your life. Yes, there's discipline. Yes, there's hardship. Yes, there's trials, afflictions. Yes, 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 yes. But you will be utterly, and I have all of those in my life, but I am utterly blessed beyond belief, and I'm not the most obedient child that Jesus has. But I love him. And there have come times in my life, friends, when I have had to obey the Lord. No matter what anybody else said. Family, friends. You have to obey the Lord. And he will give you wisdom. He will give you wisdom. I never in my life would have dreamed I would end up by the beach. And that sounds such a selfish, carnal thing. I just never would have dreamed in a million years. As a kid, I loved the beach. My dad would take us every summer. I just never ever thought, how would I ever end up here? And now, here I am. But there was a lot of other steps in between, friends, where I had to obey the Lord. When it was hard, when my flesh was kicking and screaming, I had to obey what the Lord told me to do. And yeah, there were times when he brought down hard labor upon my head. But it does go in with verse 13. Now after they had left, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, get up, take the child and his mother and flee to him. And remain there until I tell you, for Herod is about to search for the child to destroy him. Then Joseph got up, took the child and his mother by night, and went to Egypt and remained there until the death of Herod. See, Jesus will guide your steps, friends. If you obey him, he will speak to you. He will speak to you. He will lead you on an adventure, friends, that you would have never even dreamed up on your own. He will lead you. He has the most fascinating life for you. If you will surrender to his will. I never would have dreamed when I left Pennsylvania in 1996. Everything that had happened in the past 28 years. Never. Jesus will guide your life. He will guide your feet on the path which is right. Oh, I've had lots of hardship. Oh, I've had lots of discipline and difficulty, friends. It hasn't been a bed of roses. It hasn't been what I wanted, but it's been fabulously splendid. And he has done in my life above and beyond what I could ever imagine or think or hope for. But I had to obey him when he said, go here, go there, do this, do that. Will you? He wants to speak to you. He wants to lead you. He wants to direct you. Will you follow? Will you do what he wants? Will you go where he wants?